Sometimes you hear something or read something that describes you so perfectly, so succinctly, that you have to stop. To take pause and ask yourself, was that me? It can be a song, in this case it was. A lyrical poem or a poetic lyric set to an acoustic strumming or a piano, an orchestra or a gentle drum beat that freezes. Just for 1 second, your heartbeat. It happens to all of us. When suddenly, somewhere out of nowhere, a stranger encapsulates everything you've ever felt or thought or been in just a few words. Beats. It throws you off, a question in the back of your mind bubbling forth. Unleashed, unstoppable, uncontrollable, making you doubt everything. Was that me? Is that really me? It was someone else. Is that who I want to be? Someone else? Someone different? Someone better? She walked into the cafe slowly, savoring the last of the breeze on her skin while she could. The sky was turning dark and the day was beginning to cool again. Already, someone was shooting her dark glances from the corner as she lingered in the doorway oblivious, or at least pretending to be. Letting the door swing shut, she headed for her table. Book in hand and earphones in place, she sank into the comfortable embrace of her favorite sofa, ready to escape into the bedroom. The usual, he asked suddenly at her shoulder, and all too aware of the ignorance with which she viewed the world around her. One of these days she would panic and lash out, hiding a smile from his freckled face, but never stealing the laughter from his deep eyes. Laughter he yet let her believe was for her, and her alone. She smiled. And what's the usual? Her headphones dangled around her neck, still playing. He had her full attention. One non-fat soy chai cinnamon spice espresso latte and an imaginary calorie-free cupcake that somehow isn't cost-free? Hilarious. No one knows what career is taking off so well and starting to work in a cafe. And a bar. Hot chocolate, please. And if you could transform that imaginary cupcake into some gingerbread as a physical manifestation on earth, that would be perfect. And if something has to be imaginary, I won't notice if you wave the cost. Simple pleasures, he said. For a simple girl, she cut in, thus ending the almost daily routine as, with a bow, a wave, and a mom, he backed gracefully into an exiting pensioner. She noticed this only fleetingly before turning back into the comforting, familiar world of Fitzgerald of the freelance Wales. Around her, like outside the bubble, hurried on. Teenagers laughed, babies cried, while half-crazed mothers tried to juggle a coffee, a phone call, and a dummy with 2 few hands. Businessmen tutted, couples shared cake, rushing to go home together. The elderly waited. For their bill, for their tea to cool, it didn't matter. They and she were the only ones to slow down the pace of life in the cafe. Without them, the room would start to spin so quickly that everyone from babies and businessmen would start to fall, sick with dizziness. No one stopped, took a moment to pause, a breath, to reflect, to recover. There was a quiet beauty in their lives, dignified in their business. Each slow, extended movement savored a moment, savored life, like she wanted to, like she had to. Every day she watched the bubble affect him. A shake of the head to reorientate himself, a hand placed to steady the nausea when he thought no one was looking. He needed the quiet stillness. He lived for it, and she with him. She'd never be like the others. It wasn't just romantic ideals, the stereotypical loner who prefers cafe culture, literature, and music to reality. She could never fit the mold, perform their routines, play to the filmic scrutiny of other watchers as they stole up scenes to replay, analyze, and contrast to their own half lives. To feel it superior or inferior, she didn't know. If all the world was a stage, she didn't want to act. Now, I've been doing some cold calculations regarding our body heat, and I would conservatively estimate that you can read in that one page, maybe even sentence, for about 15 minutes. A TJF will go try to come to life and challenge you to a staring competition. It's not easy, believe me. You've read it? She said. Yeah, there's more than a pretty face to me, you know. I read your favorite books and quote your favorite songs, and yet you ignore my delightful home-baked words. You're at work. Technicalities. You get too bogged down in the details and you'll miss out on life. I save a life. So you say, what was it this time that was so thoughtful? You know you shouldn't dwell on things. Nothing. I'm still having dreams. Of pioneers and pirate ships and Bob Dylan? No. Of people running tiny things that will kill them. Okay. I get it, okay. Go back to your pondering, pontificating, pretentious, posterizing, philosophizing. Some of it's hard work to get down to. His bow, his wave, and his man seemed more forceless to him, more serious. She sipped her hot chocolate, dwelling on those deep eyes that showed you everything and nothing at once. So deep you could never see through the aneurysm that ticked away underneath in front of everything. She counted the seconds, waited, watched him pause, take a moment, and comforted herself once more with the familiar, the fictional, content just to be in his room. Finally unobserved, he shook the performance off. The smile he reserved for her no longer reaching his eyes as the second slips away beneath their surface. Beats. She says you just can't live this way. Close your eyes and never say, I'm still having dreams.